How significant a breach is this?
Well, this is a fairly significant breach. We've had almost 500 million logins, along with additional information that has been stolen. That can include people's first and last names, their date of birth, their location. This is a lot of data that can be used against people.
And so this breach happened, it turns out, back in 2014. It's hitting the headlines today. Why the gap there?
I think the reason that this happened was because Yahoo wasn't sure that this is what the information that had been stolen, this is what had gone missing. The challenge here is that hackers were inside this network for an indeterminate amount of time, and things have come to light over the course of the last 6 weeks or so. Yahoo's done an additional investigation, and they've determined that this is actually what's happened now.
So people who use Yahoo for what? I guess their mail, they need to do what now?
Well, if you use Yahoo for mail, or if you use any of their other services, which do include services like Flickr, if you do use those services and you haven't changed your password since 2014, you're going to want to log into Yahoo immediately and change that password. For anyone else, if you have used a Yahoo service and you have changed your password in that meantime, you're still going to want to keep an eye on your personal information, like your credit information and your logins for other sites where you may have used similar passwords. Change those passwords right away.
And do we know how this breach happened? Is Yahoo saying?
Yahoo is saying that they have a suspicion that there was a state-sponsored agent, so essentially a hacker hired by a government agency to do this, to perpetrate this crime. The question is, they haven't said which government agency and which hacker in particular, because perhaps they don't know.
So here's something I need an answer on. You know, I hear people answer somewhat glibly to me when I ask, how safe is my stuff online? You know, for my email provider, the password information, what's in those emails, pictures I might have in the cloud. And they'll say, yeah, you know what? If you have it online, then you have to expect that a hacker is going to find it. Is it really that vulnerable?
It can be that vulnerable, but I think that's actually a very dangerous attitude to take, because we're almost accepting that this is inevitable, and it's not. Really, if you do have a good idea about personal internet security, if we talk about things like individual passwords for individual sites and looking at things that may sound difficult, like encryption, but actually aren't that difficult. You can get plugins for your email and for your browser that can encrypt things. If you do take an active approach towards your own internet security, you don't have to think that everything that you put online is available to be stolen.
So for the average person out there who's watching, who doesn't have their professional information online, but certainly a lot of personal information, you don't want them to be fatalistic about what's going to happen, but they should just take some simple precautions and they'll be okay?
I think so, yes. I mean, looking into encryption, it's not that difficult. Pretty good privacy is something that you can look into. It's a plugin for Gmail or for other email clients. And also, again, looking at password managers like 1Password that can give you individual passwords for those sites. That's a very smart way to go about it.